It's me, dudieboy! In this video, I'm going to spend up to 100 Minecraft days building a villager trading hall inside a massive survival castle that I'm going to build in my Minecraft 1.19 world. I rescued a couple of zombie villagers and they are now happily farming and breeding inside this cobblestone nightmare. It's day 340 in my world and my plan is to hide this breeder by building a large castle around it. I spent over a week designing this immense fortress, including the entrance, a great hall where the villager trading hall will be, the castle keep, and the Royal Tower. This isn't even the entire build. Once I'm done recreating this in my survival world, I'm going to surround it with castle walls and a gatehouse. I hope it will look marvelous, and I hope that you like it enough to click the like button and help me share this video on YouTube. I'm using the Lightmatica mod to help me recreate this design block by block in my survival world. I've positioned the schematic where I'd like it, directly above the villager breeder. First, we're building up the villager trading hall so we can put these villies to work and start trading for better equipment and enchantments. I've run the rails up to the side of the trading hall so the villagers pop out of the cart to the right. Then they find their workstations and drop into place. Now that we've got the trading hall filled up, we can trade our crops with these farmers and our iron with these smiths and use those emeralds to buy enchanted books. It's now day 373, and although I've got quite a few of these villies fully traded up to master level and I'm getting great books, I'm going to hold off leveling up the rest so I can get back to work on the structure. I have a silk touch pickaxe now, which means we can set up a stone generator and make all the stone and cobblestone blocks we want without having to mine in dangerous caves. And with that, it's now time to build up the castle proper. Although I have a lot of deep slate, I didn't want to make the entire castle out of that, or it would be too dark and ominous looking, I felt. I also considered using mud bricks, but they just don't provide enough texture and block type variations. Not yet anyway. True castle would just use regular stone. Plus the mud bricks have a very low blast resistance, which doesn't sound like strength to me. I spent about a week designing this castle before I brought it into my survival world to build it. It consists of 3 historic castle parts, but all joined together. I'm encasing the villager trading hall in a medieval great hall. Typically, this might be a building that stands on its own, and it's also the type of place where a lord would entertain guests or even hold court, but instead I decided to join it together to a keep. And on top of that keep, I decided to build a royal tower, so I'm sort of joining all these areas together. As I'm finishing up the villager trading hall part of it, or the great hall if you will, then it's time to move on to the keep. At the base of the keep is where my throne room is going to be, and surrounding it are going to be 4 towers that go up to the top of the keep. I'm just going to put spiral staircases in each of these, that way I can get up and down quickly, easily, and conveniently. The spiral staircases will take you up to 2 levels above the throne room, and then it will take you up to the roof of the keep, and on top of the roof of the keep is where the royal tower will be. At this point, I'm not using texture in the walls, I'm just trying to get the walls up quickly, and I plan to go back and texture them later. On the back wall of the keep, I leave a huge hole so that I can add a window. I want it to be behind my throne so that I can either go look out of it, or frankly, I just want it to kind of tower over my throne and tower over anyone who comes to visit me, frankly. Then it's time to get the machicolations on top of the keep. Machicolations are actually a historical architecture feature that allow archers to shoot down through slits at attackers below. So we've already reached day 432 by the time I'm starting to raise the royal tower above the keep. I'm now going way over 100 days on this project. On the front and back of the great tower, I decided I wanted a great godlike window, a huge window in the Gothic style so that I can look out and also fly out later once I defeat the Ender Dragon and get my Elytra. Yeah, as you can see, I'm planning ahead. I like the fact that these windows are really huge. They're oversized, they're Gothic, they're almost bigger than big should be, and they'll be easy to see from the ground and from far away. This large room between the big windows will be a great library. At the top of the tower, I decided to go for a 4-spire or 4-turret look, typical of a Gothic castle. and there's going to be a high pointed roof in the middle of them. It was difficult, however, building, and it kept snowing, and so it kind of seems like the higher up you go in a stony shore biome, it might snow. And frankly, I'm not all that high up. I'm probably at like Y170 here, but still, there's a lot of snow. So accidental snow farm, hey, I'll take it. In my mind, it's like this castle is the next step in the evolution of my world. We're moving from primitive mining cabins and farmlands to a sophisticated and defensible structure. I like developing the story of my world this way as I build more structures and farms in it. It's day 476 in my world. We started at day 340, which means we're way past 100 days work on this castle, and we still have to build the defensive walls, towers and turrets, and the gatehouse. We also have to break up these blank stone walls and texture them with brick, andesite, and cobble, and I'll probably do that part off camera. And finally, we need to terraform this area by raising a stone and dirt base underneath the castle for it to stand on. Let's take a look inside the castle. Alright, so this is the villager trading hall. 10 villagers total in here. I still haven't traded up all of, like, these librarians yet. Just these first 4. But they are giving me some amazing trades, and I'm loving it. And I'll be honest with you, my favorite feature of the entire Great Hall villager trading hall area is the ceiling. I love the ceiling. I wanted to use slabs in order to sort of cut down on the amount of stairs and the amount of mangrove wood I was using, and I love it. I love how it came out. That just looks great. Further back is the throne room. Let's sit on the throne and check it out. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could totally get used to this. Man, I look good up here. So I'm using the sip mod to enable me to like right click with an empty hand on any slab or stair, and I can sit on it and then use shift to pop out. So just in case you're wondering, that's how I did that. Okay, so any of these spiral staircases will take us up to the upper floors of the keep and the royal tower, but the upper floors aren't decorated. So I'd rather hold off on sharing that for now. This front stairwell goes down into the area below the keep where the villager breeder and the stone generator are located. So, lots of work done, lots of work left to do on the capital seat of my new 1.19 survival world. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please click the like button and consider subscribing to see how it all turns out.